Welcome to day 24 of Strength 30 Days of Tai Chi Daily Exercises. So this is the exercise portion of the program. Don't forget to watch the Tai Chi video of the day. You can get all the videos by clicking on the link below the video in the description, signing up for free. All right, and so today we're going to do a movement called side stepping. All right, this is really great for balance, stability, strength, and endurance. It's also good for coordination. All right, and so one of the things we're going to work on is the side of the hips. We have these muscles on the sides, which we worked on with the side step up. Same idea as we're working the side of the hips, which tend to be very weak on people. All right, now a lot of times we train in the front to back direction, but we don't always train side to side, and sometimes we do have to move out of the way, or if we get bumped, we want to be able to catch ourselves so we don't fall. So this is going to help with reducing your risk for falling as well. So lots of benefits with sidestepping. All right, and so I'll demonstrate it first, and then we'll do it all together. Now for this one, you will want a little bit of an area to go side to side. It's actually great to do near a wall. So you can actually put your hands like on the wall. If you have like a hallway, that's even better, especially one with like a little railing or like a molding, something you can kind of hold on to. All right, because what you'll do is we'll say this is the wall. You can just do a side step touching the wall. And that way you're going to be a lot less likely to fall. All right, but I'm just going to show you from the front so you can see. All right, so we start off. You can start off with the feet pretty much either together, hip width apart, or shoulder width apart. Whatever position you're in, you want to soften the knees slightly so that you're kind of springy. You want to be able to adjust and adapt. If we lock out the knees, then we're real rigid. We can't adapt as well. All right, and we're kind of putting a lot of stress on the joints. Instead, we unlock the joints so that the muscles do the work. So that way we strengthen the muscles, protecting your joints. All right, so get nice and tall. And then what we're going to do is let's just do it so that we all start together. We'll start with the feet shoulder width apart. All right, so start off by bringing this back leg, if we're going to go that direction, okay? So we're going to actually go all the way over a few steps, and then we're going to go back a few steps. All right, so we're going to go that way. So this will be the back leg. So you want to bring the back leg in towards the other as close as you can, then shift the weight, and then step the other foot out. All right, see how my toes are still facing straight ahead? So shift the weight, step the foot out. Toes are facing straight ahead. Okay, so I'm not putting my foot that way. I'm keeping them straight ahead. All right, then we'll go the other way. So step the feet close together and then step apart, close together and then apart. Once again, you can hold on to a wall or the back of a couch. If you have like a long couch, this could work. All right, so going side to side though, you want to do at least a couple steps though, because there's a lot of weight shifting and advancement in that direction that we want to actually utilize to make it more realistic for real life. All right, and so that's the exercise. Once again, the main thing is to keep the toes forward, keep the knees slightly bent, so don't lock them out. Look straight ahead and keep breathing. All right, there's not a specific breathing pattern you need to do with this. You can just breathe normal. Once again, if you find one phase of this is harder, like stepping in, you can breathe out, breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So you can just do like breathe in through one phase, breathe out through the next step. So there's not a specific phase for this or a breathing pattern, so just breathe normal, or you can sync up the breath with one of the steps each. All right, so let's do it all together. We'll do 5 steps that way, and then we'll do 5 steps that way. So I can just be your mirror image. If you don't have enough room to do 5 steps, all right, so 1 step, so we go, that is 1. That would be 2. All right, if you don't have enough room for 5 steps, then just go back and forth as much as you need to. All right, so I'm going to start off over here, and I'm going to do 5 steps. All right, so we'll begin in the starting position. All right, so we'll have the feet a little bit spread apart, because some people can't get their feet all the way together. So we'll just start off like that, and then we'll go that way. So bring your back leg in and begin. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and then we'll go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and so once again, you can just go back and forth. You can just go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So you can do it like that, 2, 3. We'll just keep going since I already started. 4, 4, and then one more. 5, 5. All right, so that's another option if you don't have room. But if you do, I do think it is better to actually keep walking. All right, so if you have that room, then just keep on advancing to the side. All right, it's a little bit more beneficial, I think, for what we're trying to do is really create this kind of functional strength. Functional meaning stuff you do in daily life. All right, because in daily life, you might have to step out of the way even a couple times, and now you'll be trained for that. Your body will be used to it, in other words. All right, we want to get your body used to being able to move side to side for safety, for one, but also for stability, balance, improving your coordination, and for also endurance. So you can do this as like a cardio, all right, if you do it for a certain amount of minutes. So first, just do 5 each way. See how you feel the next day because you might get sore. But over time, you'll get to the point where you're getting stronger. It doesn't bother you at all. Then you can just set a timer and just do it for like a minute and then 2 minutes. And then you can, every week or two, add another 30 seconds or a minute. And then over time, you can use that as your cardio workout for your heart as well as your muscles. All right, well, let's do one more round. I'm going to turn around. I'll just do the back view so you can follow along if that's better for you. And I'll do 5, once again, 5 that direction and then 5 back. All right, if you're tired, you can sit this out. Remember, you can always stop short of whatever we do, you can always do less. All right, you don't have to go for the full 5. You can do 1 or 2 and then stop. But if you feel okay, we'll begin with the feet shoulder width apart, and then we'll begin. So step the back foot in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, then we'll go back that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so once again, that for many people, that's going to be pretty easy. So see how you feel, and then you can always add in a lot more. All right, you can do 10 to 20 each way and just keep going back and forth until you maybe even start to feel it a little bit. But once again, see how you feel first just after doing this, and then you can always increase over time. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.